Since the beginning of time, the age-long argument has been whether man gets to control his future or not. The answer is yes and no. Man gets to control his future by the choices he makes. As an individual, a third party can alter the future of another man by changing his choice slightly. Even if a choice is made a few minutes or a few seconds earlier, this results in a whole new story for the individual and the people who his choice affects. I'm one of the watchers missed the part. Join me as we search the multiverse to see how one man's choice can completely shape a new reality. What if Season 1, Episode 16? What if Heimdall sent Loki to Earth during Thanos' invasion? Thanos had wasted no time in rendering Thor's ship almost lifeless. His forces had attacked the ship, killing half of its inhabitants and leaving the rest of them alive. Amongst one of them were Loki, Bruce Banner, Thor, and Heimdall. Heimdall was seriously injured, but he knew he had to do something immediately. Bruce had activated the Hulk and tried to duel Thanos, but Thanos had defeated him instantly. However, this time, Thanos landed a killing blow and the green monster was impaled, and with that, the Hulk reverted to a very dead Bruce Banner. Thanos began to question the inhabitants of the ship for the Tesseract, and of course, he did not receive any response. Before he could cause more damage, Loki immediately arose and noted that he was with the Tesseract. At that moment, Heimdall knew he had to strike. With his dying breath, he summoned the power of the Bifrost to use it to transport Loki out of the ship. He had a metal blade impaled into his chest in retaliation. Thor screamed and moved to attack Thanos, but Thanos quickly twisted his arms, breaking his bones in a rather unpleasant manner. He held Thor's neck and applied pressure to it, breaking it instantly. And with that, the God of Thunder was dead. Reality 002. Dark Loki continued to behold the Darkhold, absorbing all of its power he could get. He could feel his powers getting stronger from his last attempt to messing up the timeline, and he savored it all. It was rather sad that Mobius was not here to stop him. Nevertheless, Dark Loki did not regret killing Mobius. It was rather fun and twisted, he noted. Ned Leeds stood beside him, shaking in fear. When Dark Loki noted the boy's presence, he asked why Ned was disturbing him. Ned only asked why Dark Loki still needed him. Dark Loki explained that Ned was useful because he represented the new reality they had created, and to channel that reality efficiently, Dark Loki needed Ned around him. If Ned was not serving as a channel, Dark Loki assured him that he would have been dead a long time ago, and this, Ned gulped. Knowing the boy would still be inquisitive, Dark Loki said that he was now looking for a new reality to tamper with, so that he could create a new timeline. The more branched timelines, the more powerful he would become. And to that, he was going to use a dangerous but yet powerful technique. Again, Ned gulped. When Loki landed in New York, in the Sanctum Sanctorum, Stephen Strange and Wong had immediately put themselves in a fighting stance. Loki raised his hands in surrender, which made Strange and Wong back down. Strange got mad, noting that he had thought he would never have been seeing the Asgardian anytime soon. Loki said that unfortunately he would be sticking around for a long time, especially as the Mad Titan would be coming to Earth soon. When Strange asked why, Loki removed the Tesseract and held it in his hands. Immediately, Strange held his belt, the Eye of Agamotto, revolving in the belt. They both knew what was going on. Thanos was coming for the Infinity Stones, and they had to prepare for his arrival. Dark Loki continued to concentrate. As soon as his mind was set, he smiled. It was time to strike now. Loki had informed Strange that he needed to contact Tony Stark and the other Avengers if they had to survive this onslaught. However, as he stood alone, he began to hear whispers. Soon enough, he saw a darker version of himself laughing at him. At that moment, Dark Loki possessed Loki, using the Darkhold to dreamwalk. With the Space Stone in his hand, Dark Loki knew that he also needed the Time Stone. He would use the power of the Infinity Stones and the Darkhold to continue manipulating time, creating more realities to channel. This god of mischief was power hungry. He moved towards Stephen Strange and began to converse with him. As he spoke, Strange noticed something was wrong. At that moment, Strange told him he was sorry for his brother's loss, to which Dark Loki accepted his apology. However, Strange blasted him away, clearly stating that Loki of this dimension did not know his brother was dead. Dark Loki laughed and charged at Strange. A pretty gruesome fight followed. As they fought, Dark Loki overpowered Strange, using the Space Stone and power of the Darkhold to his advantage. As Strange fell, he began to cough. At the rate Dark Loki was going, Strange knew he would be dead soon. Ned continued to watch the distracted Dark Loki. At that moment, he began to think of what his dead friend Peter would have wanted him to do. Then he held his breath and used his webs to pick up the metal rod. He sent the rod towards Dark Loki's chest. Dark Loki coughed. He knew something was wrong in his original body, but he could not stop fighting now. Strange, realizing that this was his chance, immediately removed the Time Stone and brought out the full force of his power, blasting Dark Loki away. Loki opened his eyes to see Dark Loki standing in front of him. They were in a shining environment, unable to do anything else. Dark Loki seemed to be getting weak. He immediately laughed, saying that if he was going down, he would take his variant with him. However, Loki felt a hand on his shoulder, turning to his brother Thor. Thor immediately said that he was proud of Loki, and Loki was strong enough to do the right thing. And with that, Loki ordered Dark Loki to get out of his head. A portal opened and sucked Dark Loki away. Dark Loki opened his eyes, finding himself in a dark chamber. He could feel the power of the Time Stone flowing through his body. He was fading away from existence, and fast. He looked at Ned, who was smiling with anger. Dark Loki summoned the power of the Darkhold and blasted Ned out of the ship. The young boy did not survive the attack, and with that, Dark Loki disintegrated into a million bits. Loki moved to Strange and thanked him for saving his life. Strange noted that he wanted to tell him something. Loki noted that he knew Thor was dead as he saw Thor's spirit in his mind state. Now they were going to avenge Thor, but first they had to contact the other Avengers. Thanos was coming, and he was coming fast. Ned floated in space. His deceased body began to burn up in the atmosphere. Suddenly, he opened his eyes, but he was no longer Ned. He was a zombie, created by the dark magic Dark Loki had blasted him with, as one last-ditch effort to cling to life. And that is going to be, what if Loki had been sent to Earth rather than Bruce Banner? What did you guys think of this incredible Marvel's What If? It was definitely interesting, intertwining all these other episodes into one episode, and to really see what would have happened. That being said, if you would like to see a continuation, do make sure to subscribe, like, share, and turn those notifications on so you and your friends are all up to date with the latest content. This was Season 1, Episode 16. That being said, take care and have a wonderful day.